Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope psychic tarot reading for the months of January, February, March, and April of 2019. If you would like your own personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading or an astrology birth chart reading, because I am an astrologer as well as a psychic tarot reader, so I do speak astrology fluently, check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com, for a reading from me, or just type in Lamarr Townsend Tarot in Google. Make sure if you're new to my channel to subscribe, hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I go live. And I appreciate you guys listening and watching. So let's jump right into the reading. All right. And we had some technical difficulties earlier, so let me know if you guys can hear me now. Okay, so you can hear me good, Tawanda. Sorry about that. I have no idea what happened earlier. But let's start over. Okay, so what's in store for Sagittarius for the months of January, February, March, and April of 2019? Sagittarius for the months of January, February, March, and April of 2019. Hi, Rasheen. What's in store for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, 1st through 12th house, and all those in between for the months of January, February, March, and April of 2019. All right, Sag, what's in store for you guys? For January, February, March, and April of 2019. Make sure if you're new to my channel to subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell. If you want a personal reading, check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Just jumping in, no Sagittarius in my chart. Hey, Scorp444, thank you for joining us. What's going on with Sag, last shuffle? For January, February, March, and April of 2019. Hey, Eternal Faith. How are you? How's everyone doing? Okay, we have the card fall out already. Okay, we actually have two. I'm just going to reshuffle. I'm not feeling the cards, falling out right now. Let's do one more shuffle. For Sagittarius, January, February, March, and April of 2019. All right, Sag, we get the Nine of Wands here. So there's something about faith and faith being tested recently, Sagittarius, is for a lot of you. Maybe your faith was tested in 2018. Specifically, I feel like your faith in people, being there for you, being able to rely on people, something along those lines. I get the Ace of Cups here in the present position, though. So this is about new opportunities opening up for you guys when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to new opportunities that will make you feel emotionally fulfilled, maybe new relationships that will make you feel emotionally fulfilled these next few months. But it feels like you come into 2019 with some sense of Six of Cups, some sense of a new perspective on relationships. And specifically relationships that are currently standing in your life. It's something about relationships and dependency. Queen of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. There's something about relationships and dependency and being able to depend on people, like feeling like you can depend on people. There's something about Sagittarius and feeling like they've been let down a lot by people in the past, whether, this is your partner, if you're coupled, your friends, your co-workers, your boss, your supervisor, your family members, whatever the situation is. And I was kind of saying in the live stream last time, it's coming back to me now. I was saying something about how Sagittarius have learned that, there are certain instances in your life where you kind of can't rely on people and you kind of just have to go out and do it on your own. So there's something about Sagittarius where you were relying on someone, or you were relying on people or something like that in the past. And now there's an energy of you realizing, whether due to betrayal or due to just people not sticking to their word, that you can't really rely on these people or you can't really rely on this person. And maybe you need to go out and venture on your own, or maybe you need to go out and kind of pursue this on your own, whatever this is for you, if that makes sense for some of you. Because I get the Three of Wands, and it's something definitely about you guys wanting to make changes, wanting to make some type of transformation in your life. Whether this is moving or you getting a new job or wanting to manifest some sort of change in your life. But it feels like there's something about sacrifice and leaving something behind or leaving someone behind. Yeah, staying positive. We get the Ten of Wands here. But there's something about Sagittarius's and a fear of leaving something behind or a fear of going out on your own. I also feel like there's a fear of like everything working out. Like if I go out on my own and, will it work out? If I go out on my own and I don't have the support I thought I would, or I thought I did have, will I be okay? Sagittarius, I feel like you'll be okay. People will judge you. There are some people that will judge you, but that's just showing their true colors to you. There is something about people and Sagittarius's. There's something about people being some of Sagittarius's worst enemies. Like sometimes your worst enemy isn't the person throwing darts and isn't the person gossiping, about you. Sometimes it can be the person underneath your nose that you wouldn't suspect to be your enemy. Sounds like his mindset. Yeah. Sometimes it's the people that you hold near and dear to you that are your worst enemies. And, enemies can come in many different forms. An enemy isn't always someone who, is evil. Sometimes enemies can be people who, you tell them about this new idea you want to implement and they're like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You wouldn't succeed at that. That's not your style. You wouldn't be good at that. You're not good at that. It's like that kind of enemy, the secret enemy. The enemy that shoots you down. But there's definitely something about Sagittarius's and needing to go out on your own, needing to break out on your own and be your own support system, to be your own supporter, your number one fan. All right. Once again, in relation to some new change you're wanting to implement in your life. So I don't know if some Sagittarius is out there looking to move or looking to get a new job or something like that. But there's something about Sagittarius's and being lone wolves, feeling like lone wolves, possibly feeling misunderstood as well in some way. And it's all to show you that maybe the people you've been surrounding yourself with aren't the people for you. Maybe it's time to find a new tribe. Maybe it's time to find a new boyfriend or girlfriend. Maybe it's time to find a new job because you're just not being supported any longer in the way that your journey needs. All right. I feel like for a lot of you. So I hope that makes sense for some of you. All right. And it just feels like there's something around January or, there's something around March or April where you guys are going to have the opportunity to break free. All right. I feel like something's going to happen around March or April for you to make a clean cut to break free from any type of bondages or any type of restrictions or any type of things or people holding you guys back. You are on point. All things he's telling me he wants. Yes. Oh, so you're a cross-watching machine. Okay. All right, so let's look at Sagittarius's, you guys, and love for my single and coupled Sagittarius's. Yes, Scorp 4-4. 4, sorry. What's going on with my Sagittarius's, Sun, Moon, Rising, and all those in between with their money for the months of January, February, March, and April of 2019? What's going on with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, Pluto, and their money for the months of January, February, March, and April of 2019? What's going on with Sagittarius and money? Or no, what's going on with Sagittarius, single and coupled Sagittarius? I'm sorry. With love. I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself for 2019. April, March, January, and February of 2019. What's going on with my single and coupled Sagittarius for the months of January, February, March, and April of 2019? Let's do one more shuffle. Single and coupled Sages for January, February, March, and April of 2019. They're usually good with money. It's like a gift. Yeah. Let's talk about love first. All right. I get the Nine of Cups here. So there's something about disappointment in love, disappointment in relationships. And I feel like, once again, it deals with reliability, consistency, feeling supported, feeling understood, feeling loved by your partner or by your dating partners if you're single. All right. Three of Pentacles here. So some Sagittarius, I feel like, are reaching your wit's end with certain situations, with certain people. Be careful of your reactions, especially if you have Moon in Sag or 4th house in Sag, if you know. If you don't know, contact me for a birth chart reading. But be careful of your reactions. Be careful of your temperaments, all right, when it comes to dealing with people in love and relationships. Try to be a bit more understanding about where people are coming from. But not too understanding that you bend over backwards, all right? I get the King of Cups, so some of you could be dealing with someone who is actually good for you. Meaning this person is willing to change for you. If you're coupled, some of you Sagittariuses, if you aren't already talking to someone, could meet someone around New Year's or sometime in February who's good for you, I feel like. And I'm seeing like a New Year's party or some type of party for some of you. I get the Moon, so, emotions. I'm feeling a bit unsure or confused in some way. Something about moving forward, confused about how to move forward. Should you move forward? I feel like it's dealing with you and someone else, whether or not you should move forward. I would say listen to your gut when it comes to deciding whether or not you should move forward with someone, whether you're single or coupled, Sagittarius, all right? Listen to your gut, and try to pay attention to where you're coming from. If you're making a decision based on your loneliness, that's, different from basing your decision on your gut instinct. Maybe your gut instinct is telling you this person's not right for me, but your loneliness is telling you that this person is right for you. So you have to pay attention to also where you're coming from, and also be willing to do the work to come from a better place, all right? If you're not coming from the best place when it comes to dating or being in your relationship, for my coupled Sages out there. But there's also something about not blaming your partner for misunderstanding you. Like, I feel like there's something about Sagittarius and wanting to be misunderstood, or issues with feeling or wanting to be understood. Why would someone want to be misunderstood? There's something about Sagittarius and wanting to be understood, all right? And there's something about feeling misunderstood in your relationships. That's very frustrating. That's frustrating to you. It's almost like a feeling you can't shake. But you have to look at, are there elements about yourself that you don't understand that's maybe causing you to be misunderstood, or do you have issues with expressing yourself? Sometimes, it's not the other person that's the issue. Sometimes there's something within us that's causing us to be misunderstood or to feel misunderstood. So, I would say, Sag, look in the mirror. I'll try to look in the mirror before you place the blame on anyone else during this time period. Definitely look in the mirror before you kind of become temperamental with someone in dating, all right? Because you don't want to, say something or do something you end up regretting in the long run because you were reacting based off assumption, or, reacting from an emotional place, especially an emotionally insecure place or something like that, all right? But there's something about Sagittarius and learning the lesson, once again, of patience, all right? And I think I said that in the live stream last time, where I was saying, Sagittarius, you guys learned the lesson of patience in 2018. So there's something about bringing this same lesson into the beginning of 2019, almost like the universe is coming back around and is like, well, have you learned the lesson yet? Let's see if you've learned the lesson of patience. But it feels like, more importantly, Sag, being patient with yourself, all right? But also definitely learning to be patient with other people as well. Yes, I hate being misunderstood. I have to constantly repeat myself. Exactly. All right, you guys, so let's look at Sagittarius's finally and money for January, February, March, and April of 2019. What's in store for Sagittarius's and money for the months of January, February, March, and April of 2019? What's in store for Sagittarius and money for the months of January, February, March, and April of 2019? What's in store for Sagittarius and money for the months of January, February, March, and April of 2019? We stay paid. Yes. I know that's right. What's going on with Sagittarius and money for the months of January, February, March, and April of 2018? Remember, if you want a personal reading, check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com, or just type in Lamarr Townsend Tarot on Google, and I'll show up. All right. I get the Six of Pentacles here in the past position. So there's something about Sages and penny pinching, living below your means. But you're coming into 2019 with a sense of wanting to expand, all right? Wanting to have more money to play with, wanting to do bigger and better things when it comes to money and career. But we get the Two of Swords, so there's also kind of an intrinsic knowing or an inner knowing that in order to get there, you're going to have to do some, new things. You're going to have to take some risks. You're going to have to step out on faith in some way, all right, in order to get to where you want when it comes to money, in order to manifest new opportunities, all right? I get the Queen of Pentacles here in the past, or in the future position, I'm sorry. So once again, it's something about patience when it comes to money and Sagittarius as well. You guys are going to have to be patient, there's something about you guys wanting to make some big changes, some great changes when it comes to money, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen overnight for most of you. All right. This is a gradual change with money, and it starts with your mindset about money, your mindset changing about money. Once again, you not being afraid of taking risks when it comes to money. Also, you not being afraid of not having the support when it comes to money or making money. It can even be as minute as you being in the meetings and not being afraid to speak your mind all of a sudden. It's like something like that where maybe before you were afraid to speak your mind because you thought your money would be jeopardized. But now it's like, you're not letting anything kind of hold you back. You're being more straightforward about what you want. You're being more vocal about what you want as well. But there's something about being impatient, and maybe impatience being the self-sabotaging factor here when it comes to money, because it's almost like you take 2 steps forward and take 2 steps back. So be careful with being impatient. Understand that whatever changes you want to make with money, whatever new developments you want to make with money, it's going to happen. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to be a gradual process for a lot of you, okay? This also includes saving money for something as well. If a lot of you are saving money, I do get the Empress though, so understand that over time, things will get better, almost like literally like compound interest. All right. So you're just gonna, have to allow the snowball effect to take place, because once money starts rolling inside, it's almost like literally a snowball. You can't stop it. It's just allowing yourself to get to that point where it kind of is able to snowball, because you don't want it to snowball, but it's like a little snowball, so it's like it doesn't get much traction. You want it to be a big snowball. So the way to make it a big snowball is to be patient. All right, be patient. I feel like for some of you, it's like you're trying to save money, but because you're so impatient, you end up spending most of it. So just be patient. And allow things to naturally happen. All right. When it comes to manifesting money, manifesting a new job opportunity, or something along those lines. Hi, Siobhan. Yes, we're back. You guys can hear me. I don't know what happened last time, but, I am glad you guys can hear me now. But we're done with the reading, actually, Siobhan. So you may have to watch the playback. I'm sorry. I'm very impatient. I want it now. You're on point, Lamarr. Thank you, Shop Boogie. I really appreciate that. I love your name, by the way. All right, Sagittariuses. All right, this is your reading for January, February, March, and April of 2019. If you would like a personal reading from me, contact me on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, or just type in Lamarr Townsend Tarot on Google, and I will show up. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. If you're not new, if you're not new, of course, you're subscribed, but hit the bell. All right, if you're not already getting notified whenever I go live. Yes, like the video, of course, as well. Thank you, Siobhan. And I love you guys. Okay, I'll catch you guys in the next live. Sagittarius, have a great January, February, March, and April of 2019. And I love you guys. And if you want a reading, contact me, okay? I'm free and I'm available. Namaste, love and light. And remember, I do astrology birth chart readings as well. Love you guys.